Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is we are all infinite beings. I'm briefly back from New York, so you get to see a regular setting here if you're a regular viewer. And I have been reflecting on all the different things going on in the news and all the things going on with family members and reminding myself that we're all infinite beings, that things aren't really happening to us, even though it can certainly feel like it, but that events and circumstances come up as an opportunity for us to navigate. So it's a little bit like doing one of those driving games, those video driving games, and the tumbleweed comes and you have to turn right, and then the other thing happens and the road curves or whatever. You're navigating through life, and there's rocks, roads, tumbleweeds, squirrels come across, and you are at choice at how you respond. Now, some really big things could happen in a row. My little brother was in a really bad car accident in June. I think it was a cement mixer that rolled over on the Long Island Expressway, and it rear-ended him, and it also damaged 4 other vehicles. So that was in June, and then in early August he had a stroke. Don't know if there's a relation, but big impacts. Life gets redirected, and I'm allowing my life to be redirected as well as I go out and be of service to help them in any way that I can. And again, this is not stuff happening to you. It's like there's these redirects, and can I get off on the freeway at this exit? Do I want to keep going on this way? Life unfolds, life rearranges, and when I remember that I'm an infinite being and I am actually here for the experience of it, I am here for the delicious wonderfulness of the planet and the fascinating, interesting, irritating, frustrating, amusing storylines that get created. It's a whole different way of moving through life. I don't feel disempowered. I don't feel victimized. I get a little irritated with characters in the storyline, and I also have to realize they're just characters in the storyline. What I have experienced with navigating it as consciousness is that the storyline can change in an instant. The characters can change in an instant. Either they step out of the storyline or their personalities change. The storyline doesn't have to have consistency in the way that it used to have or seem to have when we're playing at the level of just our characters in the game. I'm just this avatar character in the game. No, you're not. You're the infinite being with the avatar in the game. And then, instead of resisting what's coming up, you embrace it. You go, wow, this is really different. I had no idea I would be doing this. And at the same time, we're these subtle clues. We have these precognitive awarenesses that tell us what's coming up in the road. So honestly, I've found in my life, no matter what happens, no matter how shocking or unexpected, often there's this little background voice reminder that, something was coming up. So this summer, my husband and I had gotten to this space of not complacency, but stability that we had worked for really hard over the last 5 years. And I was making plans for what I was going to be doing with my courses in the fall. And yet at the same time, I had this feeling that I needed to stay flexible. I was going to have to pivot. It wasn't making sense to me in early August. So the eclipses, all of them were supposed to have influenced me, but they didn't seem to have influenced me. And I'm like a week or so after the last one, it was like, wow, this is very eclipsean. We are all infinite beings, no matter how disempowered we may seem in our character and our storyline. Nothing is really more powerful than you are within your space. We can each have our own authority and our own seniority, our own sense of self-leadership in our lives, in our interactions with others. And that doesn't mean you don't respond or don't respect, people who have authority positions or whatever. You're not going to go around dissing people necessarily because I'm an infinite being. It's like, yeah, you're an infinite being and they're an infinite being, and they get to be this character in the storyline too. But how would it be if you responded to the world with your own sense of internal power, with knowing that you're an infinite being? What I have noticed for myself and also with other people that I work with who make this shift in consciousness is it's empowering, it's expansive, it lightens things up. It makes it so much easier to navigate your life, to make decisions, to take actions, to go in the direction that you want to be going. And the other interesting thing is that reality rearranges itself. It starts to unfold in your favor. So no matter how challenging this last month has been, or difficult in certain ways in terms of like lack of sleep and things like that, it's been amazing unfoldings and miraculous things in the storyline happening as well. So notice for yourself how your life changes when you start doing that too, because you're an infinite being. You are essentially the cosmic internet. Not just access to the cosmic internet, but you are all that wisdom coming through this particular physical form. And that's what this consciousness shift is all about. Each of us realizing and discovering and being different in our lives with that awareness. So if you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can also sign up below to get them in your inbox. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I have a weekly radio show and podcast. I have a weekly blog and newsletter. I do these YouTube videos once a week. And if you want to know more yourself about how to navigate your life as consciousness, go to my website and look at my coaching programs. I coach people all around the world, Zoom, Skype, and by phone. I have all these trainings on techniques to play with that are available to you if you sign up for my coaching programs. So go to joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you in another couple days with another Mystic Minute.